So today I'm going to do my interview and questions with my dill, Maggie. My dill. So, the first question was asked by Gabriela Ariza. What was my first impression of Maggie? I didn't like her. I admit it, I didn't like her. I think you explain it best if you tell about the courtship. That'll cover one of the other questions.
Michael, her son, my husband, had never dated anybody before. I was his first date, really. I mean, he'd been on a date, but he had never dated anybody, kissed anyone, anything. He was 22 when we met.
And the reason for that is because I really instilled in my children the Christian ethic of, how would I describe it? Not
Giving
being
yourself to too many people.
Right. That the woman that you are with should be the only woman in your life, that you needed to find the friend in her first, and then consider marriage. That pretty much wraps up. Go ahead.
So I had been in relationships and everything before Michael, and I always joke that I didn't look all that nice. I had the bull ring piercing, my tongue pierced, my lip pierced, tattoos, and all that stuff. So I can understand why she was a little wary of me. But, it wasn't very long before I think you came around. And you said it best, what Michael had told you one time.
I told Michael that if he married her, I wasn't coming to his wedding. And he said he was heartbroken, and I think that's when I talked to my husband about, maybe we should just let this thing happen, and he said to me, "But Mom, she's the only woman I met that gets my jokes. She laughs at my jokes." They have very common sense of humor, kind of like my husband and me did. So.
Well, he did joke a lot about having bodies buried in the backyard, but that's just his way of joking. But yeah, we met in Maine in 2012. We dated. Well, we didn't date. We were like just seeing each other for 6 months before he even asked me to be his girlfriend. But we were together every single day, and he would break up with me because his mom didn't like me, and the next day he'd call me and be like, "Do you want to come hang out?" It was really sweet, but
I feel so bad about that. She's forgiven me, but 100%. I still feel really bad about it.
The relationship we've created is just, I don't know, you're my mom. Your mom. There's no difference.
I'm a lot of people's mom. They all call me Mom. Joe calls me Mom. A lot of people call me Mom. Yes. Do you think we covered that one good?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
I met Michael online. It was a dating website. I had just gotten out of a long 3-year relationship, and I didn't want to date anybody. I just wanted to go have fun. I didn't want to meet anybody, and I told my friends to keep me single. And then I met Michael, and that was it.
That's cute.
There is no going back.
I had told Dennis while we were dating too. He says, "Would you ever marry again?" And I said, "No, never." So never say never.
I also told my mom 2 weeks after I met Michael that if he had asked me to marry him, I'd say yes.
Aww.
I knew. They say I 100% knew.
That's cool. I'm sorry, I'm looking at you through the camera.
Oh.
Okay. The Swedish meatloaf recipe. Now, a lot of you have asked for that, and it was a Hello Fresh recipe. I did
doctor it a bit.
You doctored it?
Yeah, so I'll let you know
what the doctoring was. I'm going to do that in a separate video. Maybe we'll make it together. Wouldn't that be fun? Yeah.
They're delicious they're not like a full meatloaf. It's like these little tiny meatloafs. And then it's really good for portion control and stuff because
yes,
you make them just right.
They were pretty big the last time.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was
hungry.
Oh, I'm stuffed. I was hungry. I get that. Okay, so we'll get back to you on the Swedish meatloaf recipe. Okay, that was Maggie's comment. Elle or Ellie Faye. Do you think that's L?
L.
L.
I don't know.
Elle Faye.
Hi.
She was wondering if you have ever considered what it would be like if we all...
The tiny living situation. Like if we all got
Yes.
land and put little, I would
Commune.
love that.
Communal
100%
living.
would do it in a heartbeat. Like Michael, me, and Finn in one little cool house, and Mom in her own,
And that's why we
Jenny
should.
Jr.
This is why I should sell this place. That way I'd have some extra money when the recession comes,
Right.
and land will be going for low again. We should look for a piece of land. Yes, we've talked about it, and that is a possibility. And they're trying to get this eBay jewelry business off the ground, and
That's my profession at this point. I just sell on eBay.
oh, that answers one of the questions. What does she do? She sells on eBay, and she's a mother and a wife.
I also drove Uber for a while, but Michael doesn't really want me doing that anymore because there have been some not so pleasant things happening in the news, so
Yep.
I haven't been driving Uber.
Oh no, now my mind slipped again. There was something I wanted to say. Okay, wait, let me think. Oh, never mind. It'll come later. Buying a couple
We do this
acres,
together all the
tiny
time. I
home.
forget
Oh,
what I'm
it's
saying.
terrible.
She forgets what she's saying.
I talk about you with such respect. You're a very good
Because you love
daughter-in-law. Yes. You're more like a daughter. Tell us the story about how Nikki ended up with you in the delivery room.
Okay. We've got 6 minutes right now, so do you want
We're
me
on
to-
6 minutes?
Yeah.
Yes, let's keep going.
Okay.
I usually go to about 15.
I'll try and fit it into 15. So I tried to give birth at a birth center. So it was midwives. It was like an apartment setting. So there's a bed and there's a tub and all this stuff. It was really nice.
She invited me.
I did invite her. I wanted her there because I don't know. I didn't care. And when you're in that moment, it's like, who cares?
And she knew how important it was to me.
Yeah.
This was my first grandchild, and I love babies.
I don't know. If, like, we're here in Florida and Mom was here, and my aunt has never seen a birth either. If I had been up north, I probably would have asked my Aunt Debbie to be there. Just because
she's a nice woman.
her daughter didn't want her in the room, which is weird. No offense. I'm sorry if Tanya sees this. No
Oops.
offense at all. It's your choice. I get it. It's not weird, but
Can
I
we
would-
possibly
it didn't matter to me.
reverse it? No.
she'd understand.
Okay.
But I think it's just such a cool thing, and I definitely wanted somebody with experience. You've had 4 kids, so I was like, yay, somebody that can help me through. We had some complications though, so I didn't get to give birth at the birth center. We got there at like 2 a.m, and I ended up having to be sent to a hospital around 6 a.m, I think. It was somewhere around 5 or 6, because Finn's heart rate was dropping, even during just with no contractions. In between, his heart rate was still dropping. So,
Did they ever figure out what happened with that?
I had a piece of my cervix that didn't
Dilate.
soften,
Oh.
so it was still what's it called?
And that made
A face.
Finn's heart drop?
Well, he couldn't get through.
He was trying
Anyway,
so hard.
um,
That was really scary. Can I tell you how
So-
scary that was?
so we got sent to the hospital, but I didn't do my research very well. Was that a bike?
Oh, just ignore it
Um,
all the
I
time.
didn't do my research very well, and I wasn't prepared, and I got sent to a hospital that did not have a NICU. So Mom was there, and she took video when she wasn't supposed to, but that was awesome because I have the video of Finn being born, and she was scared that I was going to be upset about it. I was like, "Thank you.
Well,
I
I've
want to see
got
that."
a camera on her. You know what? So
Yeah, but nobody else sees that,
right.
and it wasn't really. At that
I
point,
didn't
it doesn't
keep
look
it.
like the
I gave
same
it to
thing.
her.
So
No, it really
I've
doesn't.
showed it to my mom, my sister.
And
You wanna
all
see?
I'm seeing is the baby's head coming through. Oh, it was so
It was sweet. I saw my sister
exciting.
give birth to my niece.
Oh, really?
I think I was somewhere around 20 years old, and I saw Rachel born. It was really sweet.
Oh.
Yeah. I know the feeling, like the overwhelming joy of seeing that little person come into the world. I only got to hold Finn for 2 seconds because he had breathed in meconium and he was having a hard time breathing. So they put him on my chest for like a second. I said, "Oh, he's so soft," and then they took him away.
He's still so soft. His
is.
cute little skin.
He's adorable.
I
And
have
he's
soft
5,
skin.
by the way. Somebody had asked how old he is. So I invited her into the delivery room, and I'm really happy she was there.
Cool. Okay. How far do you live from me?
5 minutes.
About 8
Which
miles.
is nice. 8
In-
miles? Really?
I think it's 8. No,
That seems like a
actually,
really-
Uber said it was 2 point something.
Yeah, it's not. I think
I
that's
just thought it was 8. Maybe I mean 8 minutes.
8
okay.
minutes. Maybe it's 8 minutes, yeah.
Yeah. 2.6 miles away. And was it your choice to live near me? I lived here first.
Yeah, we wanted to be close. Michael, Dennis, and I, Denny Jr. We wanted to be close to Mom because of what was going on with Dad at the time, and we didn't want her to have to travel far to see us. So, when we were looking for apartments, we wanted
Don't say names
close by. I won't. Okay. And yeah, so she lived here at this place first, and then we moved to the apartments close by.
Okay, so would you want me to live where I'm at, move to an apartment, do the van life I've talked about?
Whatever makes you happy.
Thank you.
I think being able to do van life for a little bit would be fun, but I think you'd get sick of it.
You know, I wonder about that myself.
I'd get sick of it.
You know, I love running water. You know, it's just.
I think it'd be cool to have the ability, like if Michael and I ended up having a house and some land, I would put a pad down so that she could get an RV or whatever and come stay with us for 8 months out of the year if you wanted to, and then go putt around and travel and then come back to us. And
that'd be cool.
She'd have her own place.
Maybe we'll do that someday.
Grandpa lived on my Aunt Debbie's driveway for like 10 years.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's so nice. It's nice your family loves each other like that. What do you think about my YouTube celebrity status? Pros and cons. A lot of the comments asked that.
I'm really happy that you have an outlet. You know, I've seen that you've become happier and more like you have something to do.
Yeah.
Before you were just kind of, you didn't know what to do with yourself, and I understand that.
Yeah.
And any cons? I'm just scared of weirdos and people that are rude because
I get mad.
I get mad. I don't like it. You are such a sweet person, and the idea that anybody could think that you're trying to.
Right.
It's just ridiculous. She won't even let me give her $5 when she buys something for me at the store. Okay, so.
I love my family. I want to help them, and if I can, I do. Okay. YouTube status. Oh my God. Do you think your mother-in-law will ever date or remarry?
Remarry? No, unless there's money. I'm joking.
I told her the other day, we were going through the questions, and I said, only if I can find Thor.
She said an older Thor, and I said,
An older Thor.
Don't count your chickens. Like, don't sell yourself short. Right. Thor.
And I said, and if he has a lot of money, that's why she said if he were rich. Isn't that funny?
But date? I don't know. If she wants to go
right now, you know,
have fun sometime. Why not?
I've humored like that guy we saw in the diner.
Yeah, she's like, he looks good for his age.
Yeah, he was an older Viking, definitely.
He was.
And
cute.
I'd seen him in Sam's Club once before, but
now she's stalking people. I'm kidding.
Right. But honestly, I just don't think. No, I doubt I would. I don't know if Mike would like it. He once said that would be weird.
Well, it's not really
it's
Mike's
not
prerogative.
His choice, but I would never want her. And I don't know. I'm just too tired to deal with men anymore. You know, they're not easy to deal with. I have a beautiful singing voice. Have I ever sang in a choir? I sang a lot. I sang from little. I sang at the church. I sang in school choirs. What else did I do? I just sang. I sang all the time.
That's another
classmates crazy.
Pro to Mom making videos is I learned so much about you. I mean, yeah, we've had conversations and everything, but you go into more detail about your life, and it's really nice to get to know you.
And I'm not done yet either. Scary. I'm glad the boys don't listen. Oh
God. I skip some parts. I'm like, I don't want to know that.
Okay. Roberta Ackerman said she's looked forward to meeting you. And those questions there were by the ones we read about how far do we live and all those other ones. TMUSA. Thank you for your questions, and thank you, Roberta Ackerman. Jill Marion. Oh, asking questions. Yes, I have LIHEAP, which is the fuel assistance for Florida, which has been, it's probably why I have $400 now still left over at the end of the month, because I'm very careful with it, and that's a big plus on my And what else? Weatherization, blah blah blah.
Weatherization's
Weatherization's a waiting list. Yeah, I'm on the list. I had to replace my own door, $400 with the installation. Weatherization, grants, blah blah blah. No, there actually are no grants. As a matter of fact, the sheriff's department gave me a list of names. I called every single one of them, and nobody could even replace my door, let alone do anything else. But I am on the weatherization list if I keep this. I'm not sure about that. Do I go to food pantries? Can I answer that one quick?
Go ahead.
Not anymore. When I first needed it, I went. It was heartbreaking to me. I didn't like it. But now I'm not going to take the food out of other people's mouths that really, really need it. I have $227, $230 in food stamps. That's enough. And sometimes I have to use a little of my own money, and I just do it. But I'm trying to be much more careful now. I'm not too happy with Sam's Club. That's another story.
It's hard for someone who's trying to watch their weight to go to a food bank as well, because it's it's
bread
very good for people who need it.
And boxed
but it's
goods.
Difficult with pasta and all that. Like my mom,
pork, lots and lots of
Maine,
pork.
she goes to the food bank.
What does she get?
But she's diabetic and everything, and it's very difficult for her because it's all
bready, all carbs.
Carbs, yeah. She shares with the other ladies. My mom lives in a nice it's not assisted living, but it's only older people who live in the apartments. They share.
And nice. Sheila B, that is nice. That is nice
they
to have
potluck once a month, I think.
That's nice.
And they do tea time, which is so cute. That's new. And they play cards. They like to play Spite. That is her game.
That's a card game?
Yeah. I have to teach you something. It's really fun.
Okay.
It's kind of like Skippo.
I don't know that one either. Oh. I know, I never mind.
Anyway.
I can't even remember the names of them. Forget it. Let's see. Sheila B, thank you very much for your compliments. She got the impression that my Maggie is just as great as her daughter-in-law, and we're very blessed, and that's very true. No questions, but that Maggie is a shining star, and yes, indeed, she is. Very good to me. I mean, she'd take me in a heartbeat, if 1,000%. I ever really hit the skids, but I don't want to do that. Is this a question? Deborah Huffman says she loves that we have a great relationship. Love to hear your views on my YouTube videos, which you already did, and that are helping others. Yeah, you don't realize until you start doing videos that there are a lot of people out there, and they hurt. And where are we at? I know you looked at your watch.
No, I wasn't looking. It buzzed at me because I'm sitting down for too long. It tells me to move my butt.
Hey, what are you most thankful for in our relationship? Says honest mom.
What am I most grateful for in that we get along, that we love each other. Like I there's so many horror stories of like in-laws and mother-in-laws and yes, all the crap she's gone through. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
She's most thankful that I am not my former mother-in-law.
Right. Yes. That you didn't take any traits from them.
Oh.
And that we get along really well. Like
my mother, she'd smile in their face and stab them in the back when they turn.
Eek.
But not Jenny. Not Jenny, John's first wife. I'll tell you about that some other time. She really loved Jenny. Do you like living in Florida, Maggie?
I didn't at first. I've been here for almost 9 years now.
Cindy asks that question.
That's a cool way of spelling Cindy. Cyndi. My mom's name is Cindy as well. Cynthia, but Cindy. Yeah, so I moved here like 9 years ago, I think, from Maine. I lived in Maine at the time, but I'm originally from Massachusetts. And
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I didn't like it at first. I miss the mountains. I love hiking, camping, all the things you just really can't do in Florida. So until the pandemic, then I was like, oh,
very grateful.
I'm very happy I live in
Florida.
We still got to go to the beach and stuff for most of the time because we don't live down south.
Right, in Miami area.
Yeah, no, we didn't.
We're in the Tampa area.
So there's places where we could still go that were still open.
But they did start closing. That was
huge for Finn because keeping Finn cooped up in the house. And they closed all the parks. Every park was closed. You couldn't bring a kid to a park. So I was very thankful for that. And aside from the summer, which sucks.
Yeah.
I don't mind Florida. I'd still choose to live in the mountains though, 100%.
Cindy does say that she did live in St. Petersburg for 43 years and hated it. Too hot, too crowded, too much crime.
I can understand. I don't like St. Petersburg either.
A lot of that. You moved to Southwest Virginia. I had land in Dougspur, Virginia.
Actually,
Yep.
there's a place in West Virginia that I really would love to go, like to live. What's it called?
West Virginia?
Yeah, it's.
Oh, there's some beautiful places there too. I just love the southwest part of Virginia. Oh, it's gorgeous. The rolling hills. Looks like Ireland. Or what I think Ireland would look like. She loves the mountains and the cold air. Except when it gets to 40 degrees and my arthritis kicks in and I can no longer walk. So I'm very happy to do winters in Florida. We're at 20 minutes?
Yeah, should we?
Shall we stop here? Wait a minute. Is Stephanie? No, there's questions left. And Stephanie M has so many that we're going to have to do this in a part 2. Thank you so much for listening. And thank you, Maggie, for putting up with me.
Thank you.
All right.
Love you.